This evening, you will be delighted to see us all engaged in various aspects of this concert. The first musical entry is a contemporary Korean song. I am proud to say that the members of our class learned to decipher the words of this song in its original Hangul. The title of the song, Song Noksu, refers to the evergreen tree, and it represents the Korean people's unyielding desire to pursue freedom and democracy. Throughout South Korea's brutal but determined voyage towards democracy, the song proved to be a uniting force that helped transform the country from a dictatorship to a true democratic nation. Song Noksu was originally composed by Kim Min-ki. Tonight's version is arranged by Josh Perry, who is currently a music major at Eastern. Here is Song Noksu, sung by Eastern's male a cappella group Loki.
Tucked between China, Russia, and Japan, the size of the Korean peninsula is slightly smaller than that of the state of Minnesota. This tiny country is an ancient one, with its history traced back to the Paleolithic times. Many dynasties had come and gone during the last 5,000 years until the beginning of the 20th century. And this long history has yielded rich and complex cultural traditions. Our next musical entry represents that commingling of the old and the new. As Koreans entered into the age of globalization, Western music and Korean traditional music started to cross over. Many Korean composers have incorporated both Korean traditional and Western classical musical elements in their compositions. And the piece you will hear demonstrates how one South Korean composer, Lee Kyung-yong, has absorbed the musical elements of an old Korean traditional piece to create something new. As the title evening song would suggest, the tempo is slow and it flows freely. The original traditional piece meant to encapsulate the soulfulness of Buddha's preaching. As such, this rendition by Lee Kyung-yong makes you think about the weight of life and your place in the world as a day is nearing its end. Here is Adela Carlson performing Evening Song 1 for clarinet.
The image on the screen was taken during the opening ceremony of the 2018 Winter Olympic held in Pyeongchang, South Korea. If you look at the image carefully, you will notice that not one but two athletes are holding a flagpole. The flag displays the entire Korean peninsula in blue against a white backdrop. This was a rare moment in history, and it went viral on the international news circuit. The song you are about to hear reflects Koreans' yearning for the unification. Located just above the demarcation line between the north and the south, Mount Kungum, which also known as Diamond Mountain, has been known for its scenic beauty since the ancient times. Koreans have received Diamond Mountain as their muse. Practically every poet and artist who lived during the Joseon dynasty made a pilgrimage to the mountain, and it became the subject of many works of art. But the division of the Korean peninsula resulted in the South Korean people finding themselves unable to visit this beloved mountain. Here is Longing for Diamond Mountain performed by Dr. Emily Riggs, Austin Stone, and Antonia Reynolds.
Many believe that the popularity of Winter Sonata is partly due to its original soundtrack because it beautifully captured the longing, sensitivity, and romance of first love. Here is Hannah Nelson performing the title of Winter Sonata, From the Beginning Until Now.
commonly known as K-pop, is a result of an experimentation in the early 1990s that sparked a paradigm shift in the music industry of South Korea. This evening, you will see a dance cover of a song by another K-pop group called BTS. BTS is a 7-member boy band. In May last year, the group won the Top Social Artist Award at the Billboard Music Awards, beating Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, and Shawn Mendes. Time magazine named the band one of the 25 most influential people on the internet, and the Guinness Book of World Records states that the band is the most tweeted about celebrity in 2017. This year, BTS is nominated again in the same category for the Billboard Music Awards, this time against Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, and Shawn Mendes. Stay tuned to see what happens when the award show goes live on Sunday, May 20th on NBC. For tonight's performance, the members of Eastern's modern movement have practiced the choreography of BTS's song Blood, Sweat, and Tears for many weeks by watching the group's dance tutorial videos available on YouTube. Here is Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS, performed by ECSU's very own Modern Movement.
Taekwondo is the art of self-defense. Taekwondo has been developing with the 5,000-year-long history of Korea. During its evolution, it has gained features that are prominent in the martial arts of the countries surrounding Korea, like Japan and China. But according to the World Taekwondo Federation, which is the international governing body for the sports, Taekwondo is very different from other forms of martial arts. Today, we are very fortunate to have members of Master Cho's Martial Arts from Willimantic, Connecticut here with us. Here's Taekwondo, the national sport of Korea.
the last but not the least, Samul Nodi. Samul Nodi utilizes 4 very specific Korean percussion instruments, 2 gongs and 2 drums. In Korean traditional symbolism, these 4 instruments are meant to represent 4 different weather conditions. The large gong represents thunder, the smaller gong, the sounds of the wind, the large barrel drum, clouds, and the hourglass-shaped drum, rain. The idea of yin and yang is also reflected in these instruments. The 2 other instruments represent the sounds of the earth, which is yin, while the 2 metal instruments represent sounds of the heaven, which is yang. While this genre of music still greatly emphasizes traditional rhythmic cycles, performers are constantly pushing the limits of what is possible. One such group of performers is ECSU's very own Samul Jeonsa, or in English translation, Samul Warriors. By drawing upon Korean traditional techniques and even Western pop influences, the group creates a new Samul Nodi piece each semester through a collective compositional process. Here is this semester's Samul Jeonsa composition, Yongnam Beam Dragon Quilt.